You guys, we're back with Asagao Academy, little glittering Jared babies. In the last one, we decided that PBG's route is the route we're going down. Everyone seemed very happy about my decision. I am too. It just seemed right for some reason. I don't know, but I gotta say, the whole thing with Jared that we had the last time, freaking hilarious. Holy crap, game is really turning out to be even more amazing than I thought it would be. I hope you guys are agreeing. Alright, what the fuck? In the last one, when we left off, Mai was teasing us because Jared, the hottest guy in school, asked us for a little bit of help with his modeling show. He thinks that we could be a model. He gave us his number, and Mai is reaming us over the coals for it because, of course, you know, she wants Jared just like every other girl in school. You're totally crazy. I don't know what you're talking about. She also thinks we're gonna have his babies. You know, because that's normal progression. How it works. Oh, shh, teacher's back. Miss Shizuka, like some kind of angel, cleared her throat at the front of the class. I exhaled gratefully and sunk down in my seat. Well, thank goodness for that. When class finally ended, Mai and I headed for the cafeteria, the incident forgotten in her hurried attempt to explain Miss Shizuka's scandalous last relationship. Girl, why are you talking all that hot mess about your teacher? Seriously, he spent all his time trying to choose between her and some dead chick who only liked him because he looked like her ex-boyfriend. What? That's rude. Mai, don't talk shit about people like that. That's not very nice. I mean, who does that? We got our food and hesitated in the middle of the room, looking at the normal boots table. Oh, yeah, we got to sit with them once, but I don't think that's going to happen again. They only said one time. Neither of us wanted to go up and demand a seat, especially after wiggling our way in the day before. What if they changed their minds? But Satch, noticing us standing like lost lambs in the middle of the room, waved us over.
Hey, girl.
Aw, good old Satch. I knew that he would be nice. Hey, girl, how was class? Oh, you know, normal? Satch nodded and turned away, having been in the middle of talking to Josh. That was awkward. Despite how familiarly he treated me, I still didn't know how to talk to him, or any of them. I looked across the table and locked eyes with PBG, who stared at me like I was a baby German shepherd. Austin does love his German shepherds. You...
All right.
Cookies! Paul, what are you doing?
What?
What? Yes, when I often sit down somewhere and see someone, I yell out random food.
Oh, sick.
You brought us cookies! You're the best, Gerard! Oh, I gotcha. Paul sprang out of his chair and practically tackled Gerard.
Huh?
Whoa, calm down. There's more than enough cookies to go around. Gerard started passing the cookies around the table, but paused. You're back again? Uh-oh. He looked at Mai and me. I tried to ignore the disappointment on his face.
Well,
Here. I wonder why he was disappointed. He handed us each a cookie, then headed back across the cafeteria. I stared at the small chocolate chips melting in the warm cookie. Did he not want us here? But he was so nice yesterday. Oh, I'm sure that's not it. I didn't even want to eat the cookie, not if he was going to be as two-faced as that. Girl, you need to stop being so damn judgmental all the time. Whoa, what was that? Short boy. Hey! Watch where you're walking next time. A sheepish Gerard stood next to a short, skinny boy who was holding his tray above his head. I'm sorry, I'll be more careful. Oh, you're from Normal Boots. Wait, you're the guy who plays with itty-bitty kitties, aren't you? Oh no, Gerard and his kitties. The boy sneered. How the hell did you manage to get in with a group like that?
huh?
Oh dear. Huh? They're my friends. Playing with those stupid dolls? You're an embarrassment. The kid's friends were hitting his shoulders, looking from Gerard to our table with panicked eyes.
I like what I like.
I think they're fun. Whatever. Don't be mean to Gerard. I will punch you in the fucking face, sir. Sir, do not do that. Jeez. People are rude in this school. The kid was led off by his friends. Gerard came back and sat down at the table. Oh, poor Gerard. Goodness me. That was weird. Gerard sat down and began happily munching on his cookie, looking for all the world like he didn't even care about what just happened. Aw, that's Gerard, isn't it? He doesn't give two craps. I scanned the cafeteria for the boy who heckled him and found him sitting alone at a table, head in his hands. His friends left him behind. What was that about? Oh, that? I used to get it all the time. I collect itty-bitty kitty figurines. You know, that kids show with the 5 kittens who live in Kitten Town? Oh my god, sounds amazing. They were originally supposed to have magic powers, but whatever. I collect their figurines. They're so cute. I've almost got them all. I'm only missing Princess Pumpernickel. She's the rarest. But why was that guy making fun of you? Doesn't it bother you? I was afraid of bringing up bad feelings, but Gerard just shook his head. It looks kind of weird, right? A teenage boy collecting toys meant for little girls?
Uh-huh.
Well, not that weird. It happens all the time. It's not a big deal. But I like them, so I don't let it bother me. That's a spirit. We should all be more like Gerard. Sorry I didn't bring enough cookies the first time, Hana. I forgot you were joining us again, but I'm glad you're here. I bit my lips. See, Hana, he was being nice the whole time, and here you were jumping to conclusions. Yeah, don't be so judgmental. There's a lesson for us all. Hey, your cookie will get cold if you don't eat it. Oh my gosh, warm cookies are the shit. Can we just agree with that, please? I unwrapped the cookie. Scents of chocolate and cinnamon hit me. I broke off a piece and popped it into my mouth. Gerard whispered something into Nick's ear, who started laughing so hard milk came out of his nose. Oh, ever the charmer. Was he really okay with people making fun of him? I couldn't believe it. I didn't believe it. At my old school, people made fun of me every day. It was hell. Oh, girl, it's alright. You're in a different school now. Put all that shit behind you. There was no way he could just brush it off like that. Not when I tried so hard to do the same. But as I finished the cookie and started on my ramen, and Gerard continued to laugh with the rest of the normal boots, I wondered whether it was as impossible as I always thought.
Hana?
What's up, Sparkles? Hana, can you pass me some pepper? Girl. Oh, I knew Mai would jump. I knew she would go to grab it, didn't you? I got it here, Jared. Thanks. What's your name again? Oh, dear. It's Mai.
Nice.
Thanks, Mai. Oh, dear me. She's so upset. Oh, no.
Hana!
Hana, ready to head back? Huh? Oh, yeah. Did Mai look sad, or did I imagine it? No, she probably did. We threw our trays on the racks and headed out of the cafeteria. As we waved to normal boots and Gerard cheerily waved back, a sudden pang hit my stomach. Was it guilt? It might have been. Oh dear. After class ended that day, Mai said she had volleyball practice and sped off. Thankfully, this time I knew where I was going, so I headed straight back and collapsed on my bed. It was nice to have some time to myself. After everything that happened, I felt like I was going crazy. I could use some relaxation. I didn't have a computer or a TV, and the book Satch gave me was really good, but sometimes got a bit hard to read. Instead, I took out my phone and started flipping through the App Store. Nothing really looked good. Wait, what was this? I sat up. Dumbadoom's Revenge. Face off against 3 other players as you catch monsters, raise them, and use their unique skills to aid you on your puzzle-solving quest. Only you can save Metaworld from its ignorant king and utter destruction. Now with a single-player campaign, raise crops to feed your monsters. If you're lucky, they'll transform into cute girls. Aw man, that sounds right up my alley. Pokemon and cute girls? Sign me up. What the hell? It looks so stupid. But it couldn't hurt to give it a try. That's the spirit. Gajinka for everyone. I downloaded and started up the game. Welcome to Dumbadoom's Revenge. I skipped the intro sequence and quickly hit single player. Oh man, this music is good. Loading. The load times were terrible. That's true for any mobile app, isn't it? Suddenly a cartoonish hilly valley met my eyes, panning over to a white castle nestled next to a cliff. A lazy king lay asleep on a throne while a squat silver soldier ran into the room. King Dumbadoom, quickly, we're under attack! Oh, just send the 1st battalion off, please. I'm rather tired. But I'm tired. The knight left and the screen faded to a world map showing a horde of black blobs on the right side of the screen. A small group of knights ran up against the blobs and were instantly devoured. Oh no! One of the black blobs spit out a helmet with a skull inside. What the hell is this game? Things continued in this way, with the king sending off his battalions haphazardly until no one was left. Then the king awoke in his chair and turned to the screen.
You!
Me?
Only you can save my kingdom, please!
I don't think I can save your kingdom. You're the one menacing it.
How dare you!
What the hell? Could this thing hear me?
You are no longer my advisor. Go back to your home village and let me deal with this myself.
A tiny sprite with brown hair flew across the world map, bouncing into a bunch of red houses.
Guess my only choice is to raise an army of monsters myself, overthrow the king, and
Raise the army to fight. That was her character, I suppose. This is a little bit confusing. How the hell did you come to that conclusion? Finally, I was allowed to play the actual game. A dozen multicolored blocks appeared on the screen. The monsters I was initially given could only hit their corresponding colors and couldn't activate any traps. Supposedly, more monsters could eventually learn how to set traps, and you could do certain combos to hinder the opposing team. If you had an attractive girl on your team, she could use an ability to double the rate of your opponent's blocks, or halve their clock time. But that had a drawback for you too, and could be used as an asset by the opponent. Not to mention that certain color combinations between girls and monsters activated unique secret abilities. Oh my gosh, this is very involved. How the heck am I supposed to remember all of this? That's how I feel when I'm starting any new game, holy crap. I failed the first few times, but quickly got the hang of it. It was just about being adaptable and maintaining a flexible strategy, after all. Girl, you've been playing all into the night. What are you doing? My eyes started to hurt and I looked at the time. 8 o'clock? It had been 4 hours! I had reading to do. I grabbed my textbook, flicked my radio on, and began to read. There have been many tales of times when the moon has fallen on other planets, the most popular of these being the myth of Termina. However, these myths have never proven to be more than a hallucination. My eyes blurred over my astronomy textbook and I yawned. Like Termina would be in your textbook, please. The Schubert piece floating from my radio made me want to go to sleep, and I toyed with the idea of going to class without finishing my reading. Who cared how many times the moon was supposed to fall, especially when time travel was involved? Hana! Mai burst in through the door, flung herself across the room and grabbed my radio. Hey, where have you been? What are you doing? Give me a second, we're missing it. There we go.
But I swear, that dog was the living worst.
That's why you need a bird, like my lovely Jacques.
Watch your tongue.
What is this? Shh.
Hey.
So the time has come to make an official announcement. This year, just like every other year, the Inaudible Boots Club will be participating in the video game tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, video game tournament. That sounds fun. As PBG applauded, as though we were a crowd of 30 people, I shot a puzzled glance at Mai.
I hope you guys will support us again this year, and best of luck to our competitors. You guys are going down! And now for some music.
Whoa. Those chippy beats. Mai turned down the radio and sighed. Okay, what did you want? What was that? PB&J. It's PBG and John's radio show. They have a radio show? What do they do on it? You know, they talk and stuff and play music sometimes. Everyone in school listens to it. I'm so glad you brought your radio. I forgot mine at home. And a video game tournament? Yeah, didn't you hear them talking about it the other day? No. Come to think of it, I hadn't paid much attention to the conversations. I was too busy worrying about myself. Girl, that's how you missed out on everything in life. Every year, they have a game tournament down at Higanbana Mall. Lots of people come to compete, but everybody knows the real fight is between the Normal Boots Club and the Hidden Block Club. Is that what they do? Video game tournaments? Yeah, that's why no one's ever joined them since their inception. Well, I guess partly they're a group of friends who just happen to make a club together, but also, unless you're really talented, you just drag them down. Ouch. Not all of them are so harsh, but some of them, well... Mai glanced away, but I felt like I knew who she was talking about. Oh, she's still sad about Jared. That's too bad. A conversation I had before with Jimmy and Caddy came to my mind. Had they really thought I was joining the Normal Boots Club? There was no way. I hadn't played a video game since I was a kid. My father gave me a 4DS when I left home, but
Oh, wow, they've already progressed. This is very far in the future.
the night before I left home for Asagao, my dad came to visit me in my room. I'd packed the few things I owned into a briefcase and a single cardboard box, set to be shipped with the train. I sat and stared at the box, somewhat bitter. I barely even needed it. I didn't own much. Oh, hey, Dad.
Hana?
Yeah, Dad? My father stood in front of me, a weary smile on his face. Even though he tried to hide it, I could see by the deep wrinkles around his eyes and forehead that he was tired, sad. The past few years had taken their toll on him, and I hadn't eased things.
Aw, this is sad, this. You'll be leaving tomorrow?
Yeah. A heavy silence hung between us, filling my childhood bedroom like styrofoam.
Are you excited?
Yeah, I am. He nodded and glanced around my room at the pale blue walls, the broken clock above my old desk, the scuff marks around the doorframe from when I ran into it as a kid. I lived in this house almost my whole life, ever since moving after kindergarten. It was everything I knew, but now it was too much for me. The decision to transfer to Asagao didn't come lightly. First, it was a prestigious institution with a highly prized reputation. Only the best of the best, touting either great grades, impressive talent, or lots of money, could get in. I was none of those things, but I made it in regardless. Part of me suspected I was a charity case. I received a small scholarship, and it would no doubt look good for the academy to have fostered a poverty-stricken child in its walls. Girl, you always think the worst. Don't think that. It's a good opportunity. And despite the fact my father couldn't afford it even with the scholarship, he guaranteed he'd support me if I went. I looked again at the wrinkles in his face, at his sagging shoulders. He pressed his hands against his body to hide the way they shook. All for me. He'd be all alone.
I'm glad you're going. I think this will be good for you.
Yeah. I wished I could say something else, but nothing came.
Well, honey, just in case you get homesick, I brought a present for you.
Present? From his pocket, my dad produced a shining pink Nintendo 4DS and placed it into my hands.
For you.
But... why? How? Dad, this costs so much. You're already killing yourself to let me go. Why would you? Tears spilled from my eyes as my dad smiled.
Nothing is too good for you, my dear Hana.
His voice was trembling.
You're my pride and joy. You deserve so much better than you've gotten from me.
Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so feelsy. Oh gosh, I hope I don't start crying. Dad?
Go to Asagao, have fun, make a lot of friends, and when you get homesick, you play with that. I'll make do.
I stood up and hugged him, burying my face in his scratchy sweater and oatmeal smell. I'll miss you.
I'll miss you, my little Hana.
Oh my gosh. But the thing is, he forgot to give me a cartridge to play with.
Oh, Dad.
Now I glanced at the machine hidden behind my desk lamp. Mai watched me carefully. Well, you never know what could happen. What? What do you mean? Nothing at all, but I just got back, so I've got work to do. Work, right? PBG and I still had that project due, and we hadn't met to discuss it at all. He said he had it under control, but I should probably make a backup plan, just in case. It wasn't that I didn't trust him, it was just that... Okay, I didn't trust him. Sighing, I worked a kink out of my shoulder. It looked like it would be a long night. Girl, you're gonna be alright.
What the fuck is that?
Ugh. What was that noise? Stop it, please.
What?
Ugh, I'm coming. Who on earth would do this so early? So early in the morning, in fact, that it wasn't even light out. I quietly padded over to the door. Mai shifted in her bed.
What?
Who the fuck is it?
What? What is this?
What is Josh doing? JOSHUALINA. Oh, sorry, this caught me off guard. Maybe I should give him a girly voice? It's about time. Who? Oh, honey. She pushed past me and swept into the room, flipping on the light switch. Paul and Nick followed after him. What the shit? Hana, I feel just terrible for ruining your uniform. Sincerely, we owe you an apology and a clean uniform. They're just barging in the middle of the morning? I'm not so good at that kind of thing, so I brought a friend to help me. Josh pulled open my drawer and tossed out clothes left and right. Oh my god, stop! That's my underwear! What's wrong with you? I ran to him and grabbed his arm, trying to pull him away. Well, please, girls' underwear is not a big deal anymore, is it? These panties are so cute! They're perfect for you! Get away from there! Where's your uniform? I ducked below Josh and pulled open a drawer, pulling out the sticky fabric. Here, take it! Oh my gosh! I threw it at Josh's face, but he caught it with ease. This is no problem. I promise I'll have this cleaned in no time, girls. He snapped. Follow me. Paul, Nick, and Josh swept from my room, but they didn't head towards the hall exit. Instead, they turned left, heading deeper into the dormitory. I didn't have a good feeling about this. Where did they go? I stepped into my slippers and ran into the hallway, just in time to see the door to the girls' bathroom close. Oh no. Ah! What are you doing in here? I sprinted to the bathroom door, but before I could get there, Paul and Nick slammed into the wall across from the door. Men like you are the worst.
Whoa!
Whoa. No, this was all a misunderstanding, please. Oh my god. I'm sure it was. No, Mimi, it really was. Wait a second, where's the other person who was with them? She's doing something with a uniform in the sink. What? Like you can't tell it's a dude? What? Mimi tossed her head with a sniff and headed back to the bathroom. She actually thinks Josh is a girl? She wouldn't be the first. Oh my god, what is going on here? Josh himself believes he's a girl. That wig is magical. Well, stay out of the girls' bathroom. It's not exactly going to help your platform if word gets around you're a pervert. A shadow fell over Paul's face. I sighed. Don't worry, I'll talk to Mimi. Go. Back to the boys' dorm.
All right.
Thank you so much, Hana. This is just ridiculous, this. Yeah. I watched them scamper away, then headed into the bathroom. Hey, JOSHUALINA? You and I should probably get going. I rounded the corner and found him doing Mimi's hair. Oh my goodness me. In a second, Hannah, I've got to finish this. Hannah, have you met JOSHUALINA? She's so good with hair. And look, she even got the stain out of the shirt. Mimi held up my uniform.
Really?
Really? Thank goodness. Thank you so much.
It's no problem, honey.
I guess I'll let you finish, Mimi. You won't tell anyone about Paul and Nick coming into the bathroom, will you? Why wouldn't I? Well, as class representatives, they were just trying to help JOSHUALINA get her bearings, and they were showing her where the bathroom was. I should have been the one to show her, but I was asleep, and they didn't want to wake me up. Oh, well, I guess it's fine then. Thank you. I stood staring at them, unsure of what to do next.
Well, I mean, honestly. Do you mind? I need to concentrate to finish this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness me.
I went back to my room. Life at Asagao never got easier, did it? I was still asleep when I got back. There was no way I was going back to bed, so I changed into my uniform, grabbed my bag, and went to class early. My plan was to get started on the project Ms. Shizuka gave us. As sincere as PBG was, I wasn't quite sure he'd hold up to his end of the bargain. Girl, you never know. I stepped into the classroom and went to my seat, throwing my bag against my desk. A small snap came from across the room. Shane in here again. Yeah, there he is. Shane was at his desk, giving me a look. Why is he always in here so early by himself, I wonder?
Do you mind? I'm trying to work.
Oh, I'm sorry. I looked to the door. It was too late to leave, but I didn't want to be stuck by myself with a guy who clearly hated me. Maybe he just wants to be alone. That's not so bad. I sat down at my desk and looked at my hands. This is the quietest place I can find in the mornings.
Really?
Really? Not the library? Shane shook his head. I see. I'll try not to bother you. He shook his head again.
You're fine. Do whatever.
See, he's fine. It'd be awkward if I just sat there like that. So, What are you working on? Shane looked at me, and for a moment, I thought he wasn't going to answer. Then he waved me over. I crossed the room to his desk and looked over his shoulder. Several sheets of paper with lightly sketched outlines lay in front of him. It looked like they were for... comics? You draw comics?
Yeah.
What about?
He shrugged. Whatever.
He said it with a touch of finality, so I skipped to another topic. Do you mind if I ask where you're from? Shane gave a heavy sigh.
Could you not tell by my accent? I'm from England. This is my second year.
Oh. He continued to draw, etching the lines of a British flag above what looked to be a government building. Do you miss it? He finished shading a line before responding.
I guess. My whole family's there.
You're by yourself? Why did you come here?
Class will start soon. Don't you have something to work on?
Ouch. Taking the hint, I went back to my desk. Suddenly the door slammed open.
Hey!
Oh, of course it's John. Hey, look! We got here early. Wonderful. Oh, Hannah, Shane, look like it's just the four of us. We should stir up some trouble.
Trouble?
Let's plant an egg on Miss Shizuka's chair, eh? I bet she'd think it was hilarious.
No.
No. Oh, come on. I bet I could find an exploding bird or two to dive bomb us during class.
No.
I bet you could probably bake her a cake.
Filled with knives! What? Do not do that to your teachers.
Really?
Pretty sure you'd get arrested. The heck is wrong with you?
Shane was more than an ocean away from his family and friends. I was only 2 hours away from my dad, yet I missed him so much. Was Shane homesick at all? Soon other students filled the room and Mai joined me at my desk, asking why I abandoned her. I filled her in on the situation. She had a good laugh, but as the clock ticked closer to class time, I felt like something was missing. Eventually I realized what it was. PBG wasn't in class yet. Oh no, and we didn't do our fucking research either. The bell rang. Miss Shizuka came in and class began, but he was nowhere to be found. I wonder where he is. Where was he?
Oh dear. The real problem that causes grinding to be necessary in RPGs, if you ask me, is that the whole system is flawed.
Miss Shizuka's on a tangent again about RPGs? What kind of class is this? She must have gotten stood up. Class was nearly over and PBG still hadn't shown. I was worried, but no one else seemed to care.
That kid always misses class.
Still, what if he was sick? Why didn't anyone care? At the sound of the bell, Miss Shizuka jumped.
Well, turn in a 2-page reflection on why the human species as a whole has the emotional range of a teaspoon. Due tomorrow.
What? What kind of class is this, ma'am? She definitely got stood up. Miss Shizuka? I stood and dashed to her desk.
Yes, Hana.
PBG wasn't in class today, and I can take his notes to him if you need.
Oh, Hana, you're a godsend.
Miss Shizuka's eyes watered. She leaned over to her desk and pulled me into a hug.
Oh, what's wrong with her? It's wonderful to see our youth have hope. Hana? She pulled away and stared into my eyes. Whoa, getting romantic. Don't give up on love. You're young. If PBG is the one you want, you have my blessing. Here, take these papers. Whoa, that was a little forward. Pretty sure you're not allowed to say that to people as a teacher. She shoved the handouts from today's class into my hands and gathered her things. Oh, bless your heart. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness me. Why is everybody upset in the school?
Ha! Poor thing. She must have really liked this one. My, that's so rude. Does this happen often?
Often enough. So you're talking that to PBG? Oh, you're taking that to PBG?
Yeah. But now that I think of it, I don't know his room number. 402. How?
It's next to Jared's room, so of course I'd notice him leaving in the mornings. I've got your tryouts, so I won't be able to go with you. Good luck, though. I'm sure he'll be happy to see you.
I told you I don't think he feels that way. Before I could say anything more, she left the room.
Huh. Well, what are we going to do?
400, 401, 402. Here it is. I paused in front of his door, my heart in my throat. I suddenly felt horribly stupid about bringing this to him. It wasn't like he would even look at it. He said himself he hated school. But what if he was dying in there? John went to the drama club. He wouldn't be back for a few hours. Sucking it up, I knocked on the door. What's gonna happen? We're gonna have to find out in the next one. I'm sorry to do this to you, but I want to see what happens as well. What will happen? Will PBG be there? Will he care? Is he dying? Find out in the next one. Bye, guys.